Mm. Connect. Yes, there we go. You know you love to see it being live. That's always nice to see. It's always a little bit of a challenge, you know? Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? Usually the answer is no, but we've got enough patience to figure it out. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna play some BFB. The advantage there is that, you know, I can use the footage later. I can always just download the live replay, and since it's pretty much the exact same, you know, as a normal recording, 55 FPS, 1080p, etc., there shouldn't really be much of a problem, because I don't like wasting content, and this way it's kind of easy. I don't think it's gonna go too well though, because I'm definitely not BFB Colleseum worthy. I don't know. I just don't really play enough in there. I just like my pit. I don't know. I kind of like free power-ups, you know, with team towers and stuff. Because even though people probably hate that mode, I find it enjoyable. I don't know. There's something kind of satisfying about just ruining people that run Sabopower's day with the use of a singular button. You know, making sure to it's always passive powers. I never go aggro powers, so I just use Gluestorm, and that basically means that, hey, no more team tower stuff for me. It makes the game a lot more enjoyable, because you force late, and sometimes late game is nice. I just play mainly BTD6 now, so I guess whenever I log on I play a little bit of, yeah, how do you say it, a little bit of BFB Colleseum. I don't see many problems with that. Because if I want to go late, you know, whatever. I mean, you're only really in free power-ups to stall grinders to begin with, and that's kind of fun, because they all get kind of pissed. And if they're gonna piss me off by using Sabo powers, I might as well just ruin their day by forcing them to go to around 20 bajillion. Is it rude? Maybe. Is it deserved? Kinda. I mean, they're grinders. You don't really care about grinders, do we? Although I mean, whenever you're in BFB Colleseum, right, you know you're not really gonna have a great time. Because, I don't know, BFB Colleseum is almost sweatier than, you know, Koth and shit like that. Because, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing really to gain, but for BFB Colleseum it's just a lot more tough. Probably because all the good players, they like only play Colleseum. Because they're like, oh well, the other arenas kind of suck. I mean, most of the boss arenas are late game maps. So it kind of makes sense. But, I mean, it's still not that fun. I mean, would you think it's fun if you knew you were gonna lose a game, and then you lose the game? That's not very entertaining, is it? But this man, I don't know why he felt the need to do that. Moon boost screens. This should force something, because I don't think just this is gonna do it. Yeah, okay. Instant tower boost. That's kind of good. I don't really mind forcing out a tower boost right away. Turn the music up just a little bit. Because I got some new background music that I kind of like. Because, I mean, you can only listen to so much lo-fi before it gets very draining. Let's see. Do we greed? I don't see why not. I should not have greeded. I already regret my choice. Bloom boosting. You can just spike. Keep this on last. Yep. Looks to be fine. He doesn't have a... Ah, poor guy. I feel like he messed up when it comes to his tower selection. But we didn't need to boost yellows. That's good. That's always nice. Which means we can greed a little bit because he doesn't have a bloom boost anymore. But yeah, I mean, so far, I'm not gonna be like all sad, although like nobody has showed up, whatever. But it kind of means that we can just do a little bit of chill talk about stuff. Are we dead? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Whatever, it happens. You know, everybody loses sometimes. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so far, I don't know. When it comes to, that's one viewer, that's always nice. When it comes to actually looking at my channel, sorry for the microphone hit, I can very much tell that the quality has decreased. I'm not gonna lie about that. But, you know, I officially graduated, so I should be able to put a little bit more effort in my videos, because I must say the last few ones have been kind of underwhelming, because I know I can do better, so you know, there's always room for improvement most of the time, and there's definitely still room for improvement here. So hello, viewer. I'm just gonna say 06 because I like that. I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce Japanese or Korean. I don't know, they all look kind of not really similar, but you know what I mean. I'm just not gonna attempt it because I'm gonna butcher it. But like I was saying, right? I mean, I still think battles content in general really sucks. And if I want to make some moves before Battles 2 comes out, because I'm gonna need to get a little bit of momentum if I actually want to, I don't know, like blow up, I guess, or at least grow my channel. I'm gonna need to get at least a little bit of momentum that I can carry into Battles 2. Not that I particularly care about that. I mean, this community isn't really that great. It's just whatever, you know. It's a choice. And I don't know where I'm going with. By live streaming, I build up a little bit of footage that, you know, I might be able to use in videos or edit into highlights, because there's a lot of footage that gets wasted, and I think that's quite upsetting. Because recycling, blah blah blah, climate change, I don't know. There's probably a good reason. I just don't like having content wasted, but right now, as it is, a lot of recordings just end up in the bin, because I don't see any point in using, well, the majority of them, because either the gameplay I don't think is that great, or it's, I don't know, it doesn't really fit what I'm going for in the video, so, you know, it's just a little bit of an issue, but it's a little bit wasteful, and I guess that's what really bothers me. Just the fact that there's good content that I have, like good recordings, that I'm just not going to see the light of day, and if I make some highlights or whatever, it's good for my channel. I'll feel less bad about wasting content. Because there's a bunch of Koth games I've played, which footage I'm probably never going to use. Arena games versus, well, I mean, arena games don't really mean much, but I had a couple versus Simba, and I guess, you know, I could just use it as background footage, but I feel like if you're gonna play someone like that, you might as well flex that you won. And as is, can't really do that. But I suppose, I don't know. I have a decent reputation so far. I don't really need to prove my skill to anyone. But, well, except to myself. You know, and, yeah, that's whatever, I guess. Because I know exactly how good I am, and there's no need for me to, bother. Well, I wouldn't say bother improving, but, I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? I don't really need to improve, there's not much point to it, since Battles 2 is going to come out soon, and the skill gap between, I guess, me and some of the actually good players is already so big, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you improve every day, whatever. But I know how good I am for myself, and I think most people that are, like, actually good know pretty much how good I am as well. And I'd have to really start making big moves if I wanted to be considered, quote-unquote, very good, right? You know, like top whatever DFA. I don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. Because at that point, you just have to contest your spot. And does the game really get more fun? I don't think so. Because you're just gonna get... It's just gonna feel a little bit bothersome having to talk to the same people every day about DFA. And just constantly having to deal with people that talk smack and this and that. I don't think it's particularly worth it. But, you know, to each their own. If you're good at battles, I mean, you've got something going for you. I mean, I don't think many people can, you know, say it with you. However, I also think that a lot of people don't really respect you if you're quote-unquote good at battles, because they're always like, oh yeah, no, he sucks, etc, etc. It's a little bit of a... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of, I guess, friction in the community. It doesn't really matter how good you are, because people are just gonna talk down to you anyways. Which makes me think there's not really much value in improving actively. Since, you know, what's that gonna do for you? Just get more shit talkers. Because you can win pretty much every single game you will play, ever, and then the moment you lose once, people are gonna never forget that. Which is a little bit upsetting. But I guess it happens It's just a part of the game. You can't really do much about it. I hope I don't need to boost this. Spike. Back end here. No, I'm gonna have to boost it. Just white spam. There. It's kind of gross. Let's see. I've been playing very poorly though. Lost my 69 lives as well, so you know. That's very upsetting. I just really want to go for sports, double jug, all that stuff. It's kind of boring. I don't need to send him Moab. I can just layer AI, actually. He's got 2 jugs though, but who knows. So let me just fan club this. There's no point in taking a risk. Right there. Send him a Moab. Even though it's not very efficient to do so. You know, can always hope that he chokes. Jeez, that's a big rush. Okay. Yeah, we're dead again. Oh god. It's because I boosted round 8. If I had my boost there, it would have probably been a better situation. At least I would have had a boost to use. I might not have needed to boost the first layer. Or even if I did, I would have still been in a better spot. Because I had the fan club the first Moab, which probably drained me, even though I deco. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that good, so most of my wins are because people died to the round 18 Moab, or just defend. And that's not really what you want, right? Because you want to be able to kill your opponent as well, without having to rely on them killing themselves first. At YouTube, this is about a game, this is not about suicide. You don't need to age restrict this video. Let's see, we got our meds back. So now we need to only win one more time, and then we're perfectly even. And no, I will not click onto the prestige leaderboard, because we're not looking at that. Let's see. I guess something I have been curious about is I don't know, not a lot. I've just been playing BTD6, trying to black border some maps. I want to go for 100% completion on the game, but that means eventually I'm gonna have to play co-op, and that kinda sucks. I'm just waiting for Bloons Pop, the puzzle game. I just think it's, I don't know, it might be fun. I'm probably gonna stream it though. I don't see why not. I mean, it's free content, and I doubt that the majority of the people that are currently making Bloons related content, BTD6 and battles and everything like that, if there's even BMC creators, if you know what I mean, they could I don't think they're gonna move over or like make Bloons Pop content, so it might just be a nice little free niche I could take. Because that's kind of what I have to do right now for myself, is because everybody does the same thing when it comes to Bloons content. Live commentaries, music gameplay, stuff like that, right? I have to think of something myself, which is why I did the video essays to begin with, at the very start of the channel. Because nobody else did that. You just have to kind of find a niche that people, you know, I want to say want to watch, but it's more like you need to find something that people will watch, because they might not even really want that, but since it's different content, you know, they might watch it just because it's forced variety, and that's something that we don't really have a lot of right now. So it's just a choice that we can make. And I think in that regard, right, Lois, if nobody's going to play Bloons Pop or make videos on it or live stream it, that means that well, there's either no audience, but if there is an audience for it when it comes to YouTube, that they'll go to me. And I don't know. Well, I can't say I really care too much about that. I just like making content. I like making stuff that I think is very good. It's still nice to see your channel grow a little bit. because rising numbers, it's good stimuli, you know. Because if you're not really growing on YouTube, then you're just stagnating. And I guess for me, I just don't really care about that because it's all about good content. But I just assume that for most people it is the case that they would like to get big, blow up. But I don't know. I've pushed that away from me a very long time ago, since I know for myself, and as evidenced by the lack of uploads, that if you don't upload very frequently or, you know, very irregularly, you're not going to accomplish much. And I'd say partially that's my own fault, but I'd also say that I don't think it's really my fault, considering that it's pretty much what I intended to do. I was secretly hoping that I'd get a very nice slow growth from the start, where, how do I put this? Right, my Quickshot Team Tower Sim video, it blew up instantly because, I don't know, it got a 6 shout out, but after that, it's still gaining momentum, which makes me think that it was one of the right videos at the right time, because people probably want to know how it works, right? But I was hoping it would have been more slowly, and that people would then I made the mistake of uploading within like a week or whatever. Like, I uploaded very quickly after that, and the video kind of sucked. But since, you know, it's carrying momentum, it still did pretty well. That was, in my opinion, a mistake, because then I feel like people are going to expect weekly content, and that's not something I'm going to do, because I don't know. It's not something I can bring myself to. I know it's something I cannot bring myself to do, but still. If it's expected and you don't do it, then people are just gonna either move away or just gonna stop paying attention. It's a bit of a cycle. And breaking out of the cycle is hard. I don't think I can do it. I don't really care. I'm just gonna make content however I want, whenever I want. And if they're good videos, meh, I don't really care. I mean, essentially every single time I upload, I have to pretty much build up my channel completely anew, if that makes sense, because there's no momentum anymore, so I have to basically restart over and over and over and over, which means that every video I upload I get a pretty good baseline idea of, you know, where the audience is in that. For instance, well, I suppose not really, because yeah, I mean, my BTD6 content does in fact perform worse than my battles content, probably because I have a battles audience and I'm usually in those communities. It makes sense, but I guess it just gives me a little bit of an idea where my audience interest lies. And it's not in BT6, which I think is a shame, because I really like BT6. And I guess that's what I mean when I say I don't really care too much about growing, because I know what I want to do, and if it doesn't align with what people really want me to do, I don't really care. Because I'm still gonna do it anyways. Because as long, you know, at the end of the day, if I'm not having fun, then why bother? It's not like I make money from this, or I have a good growing YouTube channel, or if I have pretty much any reason. It's just me, my personal decisions. I want to do this, so therefore I will do this. I mean, I guess you could say it's determination. It's not really determination though, because it's just, hey, I'd like to. See, wow, I wonder if there's going to be a ceramic in there. That's kind of hard to think about, isn't it? There's no ceramic in there. I don't know why I didn't... Whatever. You'd think if I went ahead and sent regen leads and then layered pinks over it, that he'd at least bother sending a ceramic. But I guess not. I'm not going to ask too many questions though. He went for his BIA, but his strat can't really go late game. So, as long as I don't royally fuck up, this should be a very high chance of winning, which is nice because this is going to be the first win of the stream, even though we've been going for almost 20 minutes and I've played like 3 games already. But it is what it is. If I wanted to be good, I would play this game more frequently. But I don't think it shows on stream, but if I take a quick little glance towards the Steam overlay, I've only played 6 hours in 2 weeks. And that's mainly because BTD6 is just really good. And also, I mean, if you really think about it, right? What is the incentive to play battles right now? Because I know Ninja Kiwi on their blog, I think they posted something about they're not really able to advertise disc battles, battles 1, since I think it's something to do with, they've lost money doing so, which is kind of ironic because you think, yeah, you're right, if you're advertising, you gain money, but I guess not enough people show up due to advertising. But if their game is not growing, what is really the incentive for us players to play? Because they're also not really going to be updating it that frequently because the game is not getting bigger, etc., etc. They kind of shut themselves in the powers of the... I don't know. It makes sense to me, I guess. I don't know how to put this. But since their game isn't growing because they can't advertise it because the game isn't very new people friendly. So when they advertise, they lose money, so they won't advertise, so we don't get new players into the game, which means that they're not going to be updating that much and doing that much for the game, which means that as all players are not going to have new content to play around with. And at that point, I don't see much value, or well, I don't see a lot of plus points to really grinding this game out, especially because, there's going to be a new game coming soon. And I say coming soon in like, I don't know, like half a year, if you know what I mean. But I guess, it's what it is. Yeah, I've made it my case, I suppose. I'm curious though, because Battles 2 might be really good, but there's still a chance that it's not gonna do too well, since, I don't know, there's a chance that it might flop, I feel like, because a lot of people are gonna, like, most of their current pretty good Battles players, I feel like they're gonna all flock towards Battles 2, and I don't know, there's probably prestige, like some kind of prestige they're gonna want to have, and by that I mean, oh god, they want to have like the first place badge, right? They want to have the first person to they want to be the first person to have all towers unlocked, and I feel like if they do that, they're gonna get really burnt out really quickly. Which, I don't know. I don't know, I don't think it's actually going to make too big of a difference. Because the current battles, high tier, are just like 100 players. And I feel like most people play this game for fun anyways. I'm probably, nah. Forget that, that makes no sense. It's cool to think about though. What I hope though is that Bloons Pop, the puzzle game, is not going to be another situation like Bloons Super Monkey, where it just doesn't get updated anymore because nobody really plays it. Because, I don't know, the game looks kind of fun. Even though, right, it's the puzzle game, it's not really what MK normally makes. I'm willing to give it a very good shot because I think it might be kind of fun. But I could see a lot of people just not playing it. Since it's not really what they're used to, is it? Right, they're not used to, most people I feel like are with the tower defense side, and they have never actually played the original games. Which is fair, because I haven't really done that either. But, essentially trying to look for their old audience that has moved on to a new game. Because those games are really old. Like, they must be at least 10 years old or more right now. Which, it's a little bit ridiculous when you think about it. Because it feels like I've only been playing Battles for like 2 years. But I started playing close to release, which was release was 2012 for this version, the mobile version. And I think I started playing in like 2013. And that's really strange to think about. Because I started playing this game before I even went to, I believe English people call it high school. And now I've fucking graduated from high school, and I've been playing battles pretty much for that whole time. I did take a break, but it's really crazy to think about something like that. Since, I don't know, this game doesn't feel like it's that old yet, but, you know, then you look at how old it actually is, and it's really fucking old. And then, I don't know, if you look at how old this game is, and then how much actually new content has been added, and not just like balance changes, you probably get a little bit depressed, since really, the last big new thing that we actually got, and I mean like actually big update, like 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, which isn't in existence yet. But the last big, real big thing we got were tournaments, and before that it was clans, and I think before that it might have been card battles, but those are like the big changes, and I guess Cobra being added. I don't know, I'm not sure if that was like an actual version number or another like point whatever update. It's really, really weird, since it's not really that much content that got added to this game, like actual content. It's mainly just been balance changes, maps. Arenas were added at some point too. This guy just dies to round 32, that's a bit of a shame. But, yeah, it's kind of weird to think about. That this game has, you know, survived for so long without actually any real substance when it comes to updates. The updates have just been they've just been kind of there. Like they don't really, I don't know how to explain it. Let me just think about this for a bit longer. The updates themselves that are like the big major versions don't really, I guess they don't really add too much content. Like, if you really think about it, they don't really do much for the game. They just serve as a reminder that, hey, this game exists and you can play it. Maybe you should, you know, remember when you last played battles? I don't know. But, for instance, like car battles, it existed, and now it's dead, because NK just didn't update it at all, ever. They had like one actual update, but I think that was 4 years ago. So that, I guess, is an update thing that no longer exists. Oh god. Oh no, I'm against you. No, don't do that. You can't stream snipe me. You gotta close the stream. It's not, that's illegal. I don't think it's fair. But if you're against me, you're probably gonna win, so. Because we play for fun here. There's not much point in spending this game. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh no, right. Because, like, the actual last big gameplay change, like, in-game, that actually changed a lot. Probably the Cobra. Because the Cobra got added, and it really changed the meta, because it's attrition battles and stuff like that. But when it really comes down to it, so far, all the balance changes they've done, they've not really done much, because I guess they briefly made Dart not very viable, and then they just shoved Chipper into the ground and stuff like that, but I mean, I don't really think that's too big of a change on the meta, because Dart is still very much in play. Chipper, very underrated. But in very broad terms, I mean, people used Ace back then as well, so really the meta has just not changed in, well, no, since release pretty much, which I think is a bit ridiculous when you think about it. But I guess that is a testament to the fact that, whoa mama, that's a big lag, to the fact that balancing purely around numbers doesn't really work, if you know what I mean. Like, they've just pretty much been toying with cost, and that's really it. Like, whenever they buff or nerf, it's always at the price of towers, and the last time they actually quote-unquote reworked the tower was when they made Chipper no longer able to suck in ZOMGs. But if you balance like that, it doesn't really change much for the meta. Sure, people will have to change their playstyle like a little bit around, but really, the difference it's gonna make is not that big. Because all it does is change around a couple eco numbers, and that's pretty much it. Which is a shame. Because if they actually did, like, reworks on certain towers, which they're never gonna do, I know that for sure. But yeah, I don't know. They're never gonna probably rework towers, I very much doubt it at least. But it would definitely actually change up the meta for once. Which, I don't know. I'd say the game needs it. But if the game has survived for 7 years with the exact same strategies in play, it might not be as big of a deal as I think it is. But I guess, you know, you don't really make metas, they're just more so discovered, if that makes sense as well. Probably not though. Because you can try and force towers into the meta, like they did with Ninja Farm Mortar, for instance. Because that strat, they made viable, right? They made that strategy pretty much. Fuck, that's not good. I don't know if I needed to sell farm, I just wanted to feel safe. Before that, Mortar was viable, but they kind of overbuffed it. So in that sense, they kind of made that strategy. I don't know if that makes sense, right? But before that, you couldn't really play Ninja Farm Mortar, since, I mean, Mortar wasn't really that great, and Ninja wasn't really that great, and stuff like that. So they overbuffed the towers. And then they realized what they did. Well, you know, because they overbuffed it, they made it too strong. And then when they nerfed it, they kind of killed off the strategy. Because, well, it was overbuffed and then they brought it back to where it was before. But before that, it was kind of shit. So now it's shit again. I don't know. I don't think NK is that great at balancing. But, so I don't know why I'm being so needlessly aggressive. It's a boomerang. I don't know what I'm expecting to happen. He's just gonna turbocharge. Sell that farm. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I've got NG. Let's see. Buy that back. I should not have sent that many balloons. It wasn't worth it. I was trying to get in a sneaky win, but obviously didn't work that well. Guess that was what I get. That's what I deserve for trying to be a little bit of a shithead. He's definitely gonna send me a Moab though, and let's see why he wouldn't. 3, 2, 1, and I can't predict. And now my boats are gonna steal pops from my engineer, and it's not gonna be too great. Let me just do a stretch. That's good. Because it's been so hot. Let me think. He's setting up for round 20, so I don't think I can pull anything off right there. There. I'm curious, if they were to like all out round 20, and and you had like plenty of money, if you could like overclock a 4th tier Buccaneer, the aircraft carrier, for instance, I wonder if that would be good. Be interesting to do a little bit of testing on that. Probably not though, because it's really expensive, as opposed to just getting up another Buccaneer. At least in my opinion. Here's what this does. Because the boomer on his side isn't really in that great of a spot. Might be too late. Yeah, that's too late. What? That's a shame. It's because the boomer isn't that great of a spot. Should have sold his farms earlier, I think. But I'm curious, if you all out it on round, if they all out you on round 20, or like round 22 with Fasco and BFBs, for instance, if it would be worth it to overclock a 4th tier. I think I'd be curious to figure it out. It'd be interesting for sure. It'd be a creative way to defend, but if it's the smartest way to defend, I don't know. honestly. It could be pretty... Well, it surely would be fun. And... I don't know. Sometimes... Yeah, you did choke. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? It's okay, if you go back into the stream, right, I've choked like 3 games already, so... it happens to the best of us, right? It's nothing to be ashamed of. And... I'm certain that there's pro players as well, where they'll choke as well, since... I mean, you can't be prepared for everything. You can't really prepare for chokes, I'd say. Which might sound weird, because you can just be like, oh, you just buy more defense, whatever, but... Oh, whatever. 200 subscribers, that's kind of weird. I kind of liked 190. Every number in 190 I think is kind of clean. But that means I'm gonna have to do something for 200 subs. Maybe. I don't really do anything for 100 subs either. So where are the frames going? Holy. That's not good. I don't know what's going on there. Jeez, that's really weird. I've never had lag like that before. Or it just like stutters. Usually it just kicks me out of the game. Because I don't know, it doesn't like Dutch people, I guess. Let's see. Definitely gonna triple spike this, because I don't really need spikes for anything else. See, I'm gonna be a little bit short of my bionic boomer, which sucks. There we go. Yeah, that is way too little lives than I was hoping for. Yeah, that sucks. That's a shame. And I also don't have any spikes anymore. Oh, it's not going great. Second Cobra. 18 lives gaming. Let's go. Oh, 12? What if I could tactically leak to 1 life? Probably not though. That's probably a really bad idea. Seven lives? Oh gosh. Definitely not an ideal situation to be in. Half contemplating just going for attrition, so I have a bit of a safety net. But that's also a really dumb idea. I don't like this. This doesn't make me feel very safe at all, especially not when it comes to tanking camos. Oh god, tanking camos with 2 lives is not gonna end well for me, is it? Yellow Rush. Why? I don't know. I don't think that's gonna do too well. If I have it here... I'm gonna have to send it like... Yeah, he doesn't have the money to keep sending. Figured. Oh god. Right. I'm gonna sacrifice 1 Cobra just so I can get the spike balls earlier, because I do not feel safe like this. Send him camos though, for sure. Is he turboing? Wow, he's already turboing. Makes me want to do this. Curious. You play Boomerang, yet you die to round 13. That was probably a bad idea, though. Honestly, I don't think anybody else would have died to that. But, again, chokes happen, so... What can you really do about it, I guess? Happens to the best of us. That was kind of funny, though. You can't deny that. Because I don't think I should have won that. Oh god, I don't want to play Zen Garden. That's like the last map I want to enter. Okay, that's one of the other bad ones. My main problem with this map isn't that it sucks, because you just play Boat Mortar. But Oh god, this map again. But when it comes to late game and you get like a bunch of aircraft carriers, it's just a battle of who has the better internet connection. Like who's closest to the Ninja servers. And for some reason I always lose that gamble. And I think that sucks. Because I know my internet is pretty good, right? But I guess I'm not close enough to the servers for it to agree with me. Which kind of sucks, but I don't know. I don't like those internet battles. I think the same problem was with like Wiz Village. When it came to late game, you could just get like to 10 bajillion phoenixes and lag out your opponent. That also kind of sucked. Let's see, go for my boomer. Do I want to waste my spikes already? Absolutely. Because it's not like I'm going to be using these spikes when it comes to later in the game, right? Because we're going to have Spike Factory and Turbocharge. Basically, we're going to have 3 spikes anyways. We just need to get to that point. And I think giving up spikes for that is probably worth it. I'm also not going to go for Glaze yet, because we're not really hitting the Pierce cap all that often. And this should allow us to have a better round 4. I'm going to Bloom Boost these, so he's forced to. Maybe Boost. Get the glaive. Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing now. He actually got more lives on me because he sent me more blues, which is a shame. I could have done better layering. Maybe. But that's all hindsight. That's something to remember for a different game, I guess. We're definitely better than last game though. Too bad we're missing $1 for the Bionic. I don't know why he hasn't gone for it yet. There he goes. I don't want to eco. I don't want to eco a lot. I think this map is too short. I think 316 is probably enough to coast through the game. Because Cobra farming, I feel like, is going to make us more money. Because 2.5 minutes is when eco pays back. So that eco is sending now is only going to be useful about like 4 minutes into the game, and by that point I think it's gonna be like round 20 or something. And if we get to round 20, if I'd rather have my Cobra farm safety net, because surely we're gonna send some kind of mid-game layering, and that's gonna give us some eco. So I'd rather go into round 16 to 20 with more Cobras instead of more eco. I don't know why I said yellows. I guess I do want some eco. Maybe I'm wrong. But his boomer is going to get overwhelmed. That's another tower boost. That's probably worth it. Because that means come round 12 we might be able to force out another boost because of Spike Factory camo detection. As much as I like the Spike Factory now, I still don't think it's that good of a choice to rely on it for only camo detection. It's probably kind of a bad idea. I also don't know if it's worth it to rush for the spike balls or to get to 2-2. Because I know spike balls pops like 22 balloons or something. But on the other side you have faster production. I don't know, it's probably a trade. So I don't know why nobody watches my streams, but it doesn't really matter too much to me. As long as the streams are good content is fun. I like making it. If people want to watch, they'll watch themselves. I've put the stream in like one Discord as, I guess, advertising. But, you know, I've got plenty of patience for people to show up. And if people don't show up, it's whatever. Because I'll still have streamed. I don't know, they might watch the, what do you call it, the playback. Honestly, it doesn't really matter too much to me. Because all of this is basically experimentation. It's the first time playing. Well, no, not really. But I'm not like a professional streamer. I'm not even really a streamer or a YouTuber. So it makes sense why people are a little bit iffy to show up. Plus, I guess it's probably because most of my audience, I think, is American, around that area. So it would be a little bit weird to ask them to wake up in at like 8 in the morning or something to watch a stream. Because would you? I know I was very tired this morning, so I definitely would not have. Oh god, this is very terrifying. Just watching the spike pile decrease. I will sell some covers, go for another spiked ball. I think that's probably worth it. I have this on last to put as many normal balloons as possible. It's fucking scary, holy. Okay. I'll boost. I'll boost. Maybe I can bait an all-out. I feel like my chances at defending an all-out are greater than defending balloon adjustment. Just turbocharge. Turbocharge again. I guess this is where the eco would have gone in nice. But a bit too late for that now. I don't think I should have spiked on that actually. That might have killed me faster. But my rush was after his, so I don't think I would have won that unless I DC glitched, and we don't do that here. We don't DC glitch. If you're a DC glitcher, you're gross. Gonna make me vomit. I guess that was just like a gamble, luck of the draw, and we lost the gamble. Big deal. Meh. Whatever, whatever. 45 minutes already. I need to be careful though that I don't I guess either overheat or like don't drink enough, since it's pretty warm. So I gotta make sure that I drink enough, don't dehydrate. I'm gonna go eco again. I don't know. Kind of boring. Let me just pull up Ryan Mihalik's video. So, okay, I guess not. I mean, this map might be even better for this strat. So, literally, who is going to stop me? Because I know, sure, I am not gonna stop myself. If that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, that's far back, so we're both gonna anti-stall, I guess. I want my ring of fire to be around here, so I might actually decide to get a little bit of a worse blade shooter spot, so I can get a little bit of a better ring of fire spot without having to sell the blade shooter, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's worth it. Probably doesn't make a difference, or that big of a difference, but it's laziness, and you know, if it doesn't really change much, then I can decide on taking the easy way out. Because we don't need to make the game unnecessarily difficult on ourselves. Because the game is already kind of hard to have fun in. So if we make it harder to have fun, I don't think that's worth it. Really rambling a lot, I don't know. Is this what content is? This life crapatary? I don't know. I need to stop saying I don't know as well, because it really makes me look like I don't know what the fuck's going on. And truthfully, I don't know what's happening half the time on the screen. I play this game entirely on instinct, because if you play for this long, you can't think about every single decision you make. You just kind of end up playing most of it on autopilot. Like, I know, for instance, that since he put his tag so far back, that I shouldn't try an anti-stall, because it's gonna screw both of us over. And if we both stall really hard, we go late game. And I guess I can rely on my superior internet to outlast. Because this strat defends for a long time. I don't know how long, but it basically just becomes whoever rushes for, whoever chokes first as well. Because just because you go eco doesn't mean you have to play passive in the mid game. You can layer in rushes, right? Sure, you're gonna lose some money, but it might still be worth it to try and get an early victory out of your opponent. But that's a decision you decide to make, I suppose. So you could just try and get more eco, or you could try and beta boost or something to make sure you definitely win the late game. At the cost of eco, of course. Also wonder if his spot is actually that much better, because I'm leaking and he's not really. And even though I feel like we have very similar tax shooter spots. I think I want to put it high, might be able to reach it up there. Like that. And now we can eco some more. I don't really care too much about lives. We've already gone past ceramic threshold anyways, so. And we've got Blade Maelstrom as our fallback in case we need it. I don't think we'll really need it though, because I don't foresee this guy being very aggressive mid-game. So I want to go for my village first. Save that money. Let's see, this placement's probably good. That way we can get ninjas up here, because we need the clutch ninja, for instance. This might not really hit the bend, but I can always get monkey beacon. It gives range. See, now it hits the bend. Very nice. I don't know why he's sending region leads. I don't think he's gonna set whites either. I'm just gonna go for my radar scanner and then mind my business. Get my eco on. It doesn't look like it reaches all the way up there, which is kind of a shame. But it might hit Moabs, even though that's probably not that useful. He's trying to go for the same spot here though, which is interesting. We probably both had the same idea, but either I didn't place mine good enough, or maybe it's just not possible. See, it is hitting the corner, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'd say I'd be willing to risk spiking a ceramic if he sends one on round 15, but I know that's gotten me killed multiple times, so I should probably get the ninja as far to the left as possible, so like right here. Is that? That is in the range, okay, good. Distraction, that's good enough for me. I think it's fine playing safe, because it's gonna go late game anyways, so we just need to get there. And I would say, you know, I'm playing safe, but come on, round 15, 970 for eco, and I'm gonna be able to afford that. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I didn't expect him to be aggressive mid-game, if I'm honest. Well, at least send a ceramic. I wasn't really expecting that. I'm gonna keep ecoing, and then somewhere around 17 I'm gonna stop and get a Jitsu. At least go towards a Jitsu. 1200. Yeah, that's, for me that's plenty so far. Plenty of eco. Gonna buy the Jitsu, and then I'm gonna keep ecoing. Because the only real danger is round 22 space UMGs, round 24 allowed. But he's not farming, so he's not going to be able to afford that at all. Because I think our ecos, and probably our money as well, is pretty similar. He might have more eco though. But I can kind of use my own eco and money to judge his. Because we are running the same strats, of course. Although this guy is a little bit more aggressive. But really, he hasn't gained anything on me. Because the only thing I've used is a single spike. And, you know, if you're gonna have a singular spike used, but you sent like 4 sets of regen, that's fine. In my opinion, that's not really a good deal. I'm gonna go for my flash bomb in range of the Ring of Fire, so that it's done in range. Should I try and permastall? That'd be kind of funny. Ah, why not? Sending leads for some reason. I want to go for jungle drums. There we go. Try permastalling, he didn't send me a BFB. Wasted money there. It's a bit of a shame, but... oh well. Oh well. Now we max eco as hard as possible. And then I'm gonna go for my Monkey Town soon. So that we can get extra eco, take advantage of our eco to get more eco. I mean, that's pretty much what you always do. At some point I'm gonna be able to send infinite pings. And at that point, I'm actually gonna be losing out on eco if I don't get the Monkey Town. Because I'm gonna have money left over to begin with, right? I'm gonna send the maximum, but I'm not gonna send the maximum amount of eco, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. For this, around 22. And then I kind of want this to be my call to arms. So I think I'm gonna go for my Monkey Town up here. Although I am gonna stack a bunch of ninjas up here. I don't think it's gonna matter, actually. Because I can always just sell it. The late game. Because what this also serves as is sort of money storage, right? Like similarly how you have banks, for instance. This is basically giving me eco, but if I need to, I can sell it because it doesn't really provide too much of an advantage that a cheaper village can't. So if I were to sell this, sure, I'd lose a bit of money in the end, but I would gain like 4,000 bucks for my defense if you were to send a rush. So I think it's worth it to go for it pretty early. You don't want to go for it too early though, because then they can just send you a ZMG or BFB and try and force you to sell that beautiful village. But like this, I think it's fine. Plus, I'm not gonna have to buy too much defense because I've got the flash bomb stunning the ceramics in range. I'm leaking to the ceramics because they were not stunned in range. 68, 64, whatever, 24. I'm gonna maelstrom around 25, so there's nothing to worry about there. 4.4k. We just briefly stop. Buy that Strom. Use it whenever. I don't think it particularly matters. Let's see. And nothing got past, so we're done. And now that we have had around 25 and our eco is good, basically it just becomes a question of outlasting, which isn't really a question. A better way to say it would be who outlasts who, because that's actually a question. But you know what I mean. Let's start getting... It's probably worth it to start playing safe. Because it will be a shame if I were to choke and lose because of it. Especially since I have the advantage right now. I wonder actually, if I put this ninja up here, then yep, free space. And then, yeah, now what? I don't know what point I want to stop ecoing, because I'm gonna have to buy and resell the MIB, and I think that makes you lose like at least 2,000, probably like 4,000 per MIB. So I'm gonna have to have at least like 4,000 eco, which we're well past. So I don't think buying and selling the MIB would actually lose me that much money. But if you can get 10k, that'd be cool. If you could get 7k, that'd be fine too. I'm gonna stop at 7k though. I'm gonna start spamming down some defense. Spend all my money on Blunjitsus and an MIB, and then once I'm out, I'm gonna eco more. Because Blunjitsus are very expensive. Like, they're unnecessarily expensive, I think. Just kidding. If they were cheaper, it would be probably a bit overpowered when it comes to the early game, wouldn't it? Let's see, this is gonna hit everything there. So, there's not much point in thinking about it. By that. I want to get him as close as possible, because I think the extra DPS might matter. Because we have the exact same strat, and if we rush at the exact same time, if I have more DPS than him, I'm gonna survive longer, because I'm actually gonna be able to deal with the balloons a little bit better. I'm gonna be able to push them back, if that makes sense. Because I'm gonna be able to pop the ZMGs faster, pop the BFBs faster, pop the Melobs faster, and then get rid of the insides. Which should give me the advantage, because we'll have less balloons on the screen. He'll at least have to send more to get the same effect on us. I'm gonna pre-buy the MIB, I don't see why not. And I'm probably gonna need to start perma-saboing soon. Yeah. I'm gonna start, perma-sabo now. So now every 15 seconds we're gonna use the sabotage supply lines. And I completely missed the timing, so whatever, I guess. So place down more ninjas. The cooldown on it is a minute, I believe. So if we get 4 sabos, we can always have sabotage up. And we should never be surprised by a Moab class balloon. Because, I mean, it's gonna be slow, so no point in worrying about it if it moves at 3 milliseconds per hour. I guess it's the one situation where I'm actually kind of glad 4th hours were removed, because I kind of enjoyed 4th hours, they added a bit of spice to the game. But in a precise mirror match, which is like the main argument why 4th hour should be gone, like this, if he had glue or ice or ace or anything, he'd win. If I had a bad 4th hour, since he could last longer or stall harder. If he had super, for instance, right? This game would be over. I would lose this right away. Because he could just outlast, since he's got stall, village, and super monkey. And super monkey by itself is not good, but if you have MIB as well as sabotage, he suddenly becomes a lot scarier. He's gonna have all the time in the world to use that, I don't know, like 20 bajillion DPS. So I'm glad 4th hours are gone, at least in this case. They're still in some arenas, although I haven't seen them in a little bit. I think they're mainly gone though, which is crazy to think about, because they've been in the game for so long. But I guess that kind of shows that NK isn't really afraid to remove things. Even though card battles still exist and it's a dead mode. Oh well. Other than that, we've gone for an hour. That's quite cool, I think. An hour already. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Which means that I'm having a pretty good time. Because, no, it's the opposite, right? Because time moves faster when you're having fun. something like that. So I'm actually miserable. I hate streaming. It's not true. Of course it's not true. I'm gonna get some more sabos right here, because they're gonna be discounted and they're gonna be range of the Ring of Fire, so we can actually make use of the stun for once. Just maximizing defense efficiency. And then I'm quite satisfied, so I'm just gonna keep ecoing until they all out me. I'm gonna keep ecoing. Because I could get more MIBs and more ninjas, but if I'm gonna be microing the MIB, what's the point? Because I'm just gonna lose track which MIB I need to use. I mean Call to Arms, which Call to Arms ability I need to use at any moment. Probably not worth it. I'm gonna see, because I think this has been a good stream. I actually commentated quite a bit, because I know I streamed BTD6 a couple days ago. Surely the stream didn't do that great, but that's because I don't have a BTD6 audience. But I also didn't really heavily commentate that much, I feel like. And I've been pretty much talking for a full hour right now, reminding me that I should probably go ahead and get a water bottle, fill that up a little bit, and let the air conditioning go through my room at some point, because it's really hot. But I could definitely use this and maybe try and make some highlights, Macy J style, where you know, it's basically like clip compilation or like advice compilation. Just something that looks high effort. It's something that is easy for me. But that would be... that's more of an idea though. I don't know if I'll actually go through with it. That's like a cool fizzy drink. Or just water. Water is fine too. As long as it's cold. You gotta run the faucet for a little bit. And then wait for all the lukewarm water to go out. And then get that nice cold water instead. Because you're not gonna cool off. Well, I mean, you do cool off from drinking warm water. People seem to think that's not the case, but it is. Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna get the village in a arguably bad spot, because that means I can fit more ninjas. And I think it's always worth it to get a Call to Arms, because you're essentially getting double DPS, but you're only taking up space of like 1 or 2 towers. And if you have every single thing in range doing double damage, that's probably worth it. Not even probably, that's definitely worth it. Isn't this the ZMG round? Round 42? No, it's round 43. That is the ZMG round. Yeah, see, there he is. He didn't permastall it, which makes me think that he doesn't know how to. But since he didn't permastall, he had to use a Call to Arms, which it's not going to make a difference because I'm not going to rush him yet. But, you know, something to keep in mind. Forgot the permastall there. Just do all this talking about how you need to permastall, and guess what? I just don't do it. Hopefully the round doesn't end within these, like, whatever minutes. There we go. Sabo again. Use the road spikes. Yeah, there we go. That's the extra damage that we need. 20 damage or something. See, we popped at the exact same time. Okay, he's rushing me. That's weird. I don't know why you would do that. I would say it's a bit early. Kind of is, but also it's his choice, I guess. Because I can defend this, like, totally. Might look scary, but this is super defendable. Yeah, just gonna use all the MIB abilities at once. And I haven't even boosted it, it's already just destroying. Sell. Here, look at this. That's crazy. crazy. That is so strong. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Use it again. I can't fit it. That's like the main issue right now. Oh, this is kind of close. I might actually be able to defend this. That's what I get for getting cocky. I also can't see where the village is, so I'm gonna clear out some space so I can easily fit the village. That. Boost. Might still be dead though. Also, all that bragging, and then what? I fucking die. Real good gameplay on my part, I guess. I see that on this side. I feel like I should have died there. That's cringe. Whatever though. Good game, I guess. Guess this round doesn't defend nearly as long as I thought it would. Let me just queue in, I'll be right back. Actually, it's probably not worth it because the game is gonna be too quick. Because people actually what's going on with free power-ups. I don't know if there's any clans grinding this week, so it might actually be not too bad in there for once, since no grinders, which means that pretty much every game goes late game. Because the way to counter grinders is to just play passive, right? And if there's no grinders, then you can always play passive, because they're not gonna try and get free wins. Although I guess that does mean you could also play aggressive yourself, but that means you are the grinder, and then you are going to be countered because there's only passive players there. I guess the main advantage that Sabopowers has is that nobody knew how to defend them, but now that most people have at least some form of like track glue, it really hasn't become as scary anymore, since you can just use any kind of glue. Monkey acid, glue storm, any kind of glue pretty much, and it slows down the rush. And if they have Team Tower Stun, and you use it when they quick shot, right? You just slow down the rush, and then Team Tower Stun becomes a whole lot scarier. It's basically, I think, the advice I gave earlier is that you want to separate their powers. Because if you can get them to use all their quick shots without using any of their Team Tower Stuns, or use all their Team Tower Stuns without any quick shots, they don't have a combo anymore. And defending them separately is a lot easier. Although Camo Ceramics, Quickshot are still a really aids. Because at any point in time, because they're already really hard to defend normally. Ceramics, Camo Ceramics then as well, because why not? And then they're Quickshot and they go at the speed of like sound. It's hard, man. And then since they're gonna be like constantly on edge, because they could Team Tower Stun at any moment, you have to be both 1, above the ceramic life threshold, and 2, not actually succumb to the stress, if that makes sense, and use a track power. Because if you use a track power, they can just stop sending ceramics, and then since quick shot lasts for a long time, they can just send again, Team Tower Stun, and you're dead. I don't know why more people don't do that, because most quickshot Team Tower Stun users go for the round 13 win, but they're like the round 15, round 16 win is like so much better. It's so much more reliable. Although I do guess, you know, if you go later, it means that they're gonna have more money to actually defend with, which could lead to less success when it comes to actually pulling the kill off. Because basically you have one shot, and then one shot only. If you like mess up your combo, that's it, you're dead. Also, I just used another spike. I probably shouldn't have done that because I want to spike 2 leads most of the time. Fast engineering's kind of cheap now. That's cool. Right, didn't they buff him, but like in a weird way? Like, I think they buffed engineer in a strange way. Sure, they nerfed the balloon trap, but didn't buff everything else in his kit. Cool. All for that. A little bit of a power shift. Overclock is still not worth it though. Overclocking BT6 is so good, but overclocking this is not worth it. Because why would I overclock a ninja? Or why would I overclock another kind of engineer? There's no point. Because the overclock is more expensive than just getting another tower. The only tower I could think it would probably be worth on would be like the really expensive ones, like Super Monkey, Spectre, all those kinds of towers. But then you're gonna play an eco strat, and then you know it's just a little bit weird. So I don't think overclock Spectres are actually even that strong, ironically enough. I'm not sure if they explode twice. They might explode twice, the bombs. Although I thought they said they fixed that. No clue. I'm not gonna try it though, because that means, you know, Dart NG Ace. And that's a Dart strat, and I'm not relying on myself to win with a Dart strat. So I'm gonna greet this out, because he hasn't sent me anything. 9-inch nails. God, he's greeting. Yeah, need to stop that. See, that's tower boost first. What I think about Engineer is I think they didn't really nerf him all that bad, because he still has the exact same amount of popping power and stuff like that. It's just that his money generation has been reduced, so now you can't drain with him as well. You can still do it though, but hold on. Oh, that's kind of bad. You can still drain with Engineer, you just have to think about it a little bit more. Because he still has the exact same amount of popping power, etc. Same utility. They just kind of toned his money down, so it's fairer, I guess. Well, it probably makes a pretty good difference though. Let's be completely honest. Camo Blues, don't know why he would do that before he actually sent anything. So that's an over defend, I shouldn't have done that. Can I tank that? I could totally tank that, and I will. Because I don't have any spikes anymore, which is why I wanted to have them saved. Honestly, I could probably play passive and win this. Which would be kind of gay, but would work. Maybe, I'm not sure. Because you can't really drain Boomer Strats all that well. I'll send a camo though. Like that. I'm not gonna go for BIA, that's a bit too much. Oh, he leaked. He did not expect that camo. Yeah, I need Jutsu. See, we're equal in farms, but I feel like I have more eco, so might be better. Is it a Moab? That's a bit weird. Camelets? Yes. Might need to boost again. Oh jeez, okay. That sucks. That's unlucky. I should have boosted that. He boosted it at me. I should have tower boosted it back. I'll talk. In hindsight, you know? In hindsight, we're the smartest people alive. In game, we are negative 300. Oh jeez. Because after the game, you know, we're the smartest people alive. Thinking in hindsight, you know, they could have. but when it comes down to it, we are all minus 45k on the leaderboard. God, that means that there are people in assault mode that are doing better than me. I don't know if it's exactly a fair comparison though, because people in assault mode also have assault mode opponents. So. I could probably, you know, I could probably go into assault mode and beat up little Timmy. Go into Yellow Stadium and I still lose my record. Super Monkey Lane. Isn't this like a DFA map? Yeah. Oh. Roadblock. So this is a Heli Farm ice map, but I can't play it on this map. Played Heli Farm Mortar once, that was kind of fun. Somehow it worked, but wasn't that good. This village is dead. DFA, I'm not gonna do that. So it's gonna be like Dirtling Farm. Could just go for Bomb. Just a classic choice. I don't know what to go on this map otherwise, you know. I used to play Heli, but I'm not a good Heli player. Hello, Mr. CC. Would you rather be referred to as ITS? Or is it TBM? You don't make it very clear. Let's see. I think we start with Dirtling. At least that's what Mr. Ryan Mahalik does. And if there's anybody that's good at Dirtling, it's Agulio. But after that's probably Mr. Ryan Mahalik. Let's see. I don't know how much he goes. Isn't it to like past 260? That's for sure. 268 maybe. Shit, probably 265. Let's see, get this down. Well, he's also going for Dartling, and now we're equal in farms. It is a bit of a mess, but honestly, at least you don't have a star in your name. Right? Because how the fuck are you gonna pronounce that? Because you don't pronounce it Murpho Star. It's just Murpho, but I don't know why I added the star. I think I had like a little bit of a Playboy Cardi period. You haven't played battles in 1 to 2 months. I mean, honestly, I have played it. You know, but I haven't really actively played it. Like the last time I really actively played it must have been like last year. I've just been playing BTD6 mostly. But I don't know if you haven't played normal battles in like 1 to 2 months, right? Are you gonna come back for like battles too, or like another type of battles game, or are you just completely giving up on balloons games altogether? Because I imagine if you don't want to play battles 1, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to try play battles 2. Since it's not more of the same, right? But I don't know. It's essentially it is the same game in essence only. I'm curious because I imagine NK probably wants old players to come back as well, or like players that just haven't played in a while. I got no idea. I used to stream battles daily on Twitch, but I got tired of all of it. Yeah, but isn't there like no Twitch audience for this game? I don't think there's like any Twitch audience, if I'm honest. I'm gonna go for the bomb here. Just go for cluster right away. I don't know, I think Battles 2 is gonna be way easier. I don't see how they could really make it in a challenge, especially with all the really good upgrades. They did say that they would separate balancing and they'd like tone certain things down, but so many things in that game are group popping power related things, right? Like that's Gwendolyn's entire thing, for instance. I don't know if you know much about BD6. Average viewers of 8.3 on Twitch. That seems pretty good, honestly, because I don't think there's a big audience on Twitch. Oh, Mr. 06 is back as well. I probably oversent on whites there, when I think about it. I think I want to go for Darling here. It's around this area. I don't remember the last time I actually heard of a Twitch streamer. Like, a Battles Twitch streamer. But 8.3 views on average. Is that like only Twitch audience, or is that like audience who brought over from other sites like YouTube or something? Because I don't know a lot about... Like, of course I know your name, I know you streamed a lot, but I just don't know where the majority of your audience came from. Because I don't think... It's not hard, it's not easy to grow on Twitch, is it? So... And especially with like a small game like this. I started on Twitch, jeez. But that's pretty impressive then, because I know that Twitch is like a really bad platform for growing your channel, because it's got really bad discovery. I wasn't fast enough. That's kind of crazy. I always imagine... I mean, I know IceUp and Tyler both did. I think IceUp's real name is Bob actually, but I think I should say Bob and Tyler. I think they both moved from YouTube, sorry for that, to Twitch streaming. Or, well, at least they stream on Twitch, but they upload on YouTube. And that seems to work for them. Zigzag shoutout. Zig likes to shout out a lot of people, but in my opinion, it doesn't really do much for the channel. So, but you probably got like a spike in it. Like one viewer that stayed. That's at least how I view Zig's shoutouts. They're a nice gesture, I suppose, but you can't really force grow like that. Now, who's the example of that? Skylined. Like, no hate to the guy personally, but I feel like his entire channel kind of blew up because he collabed with Luke and Zig so much. Wasn't really all that natural, I feel like. That might just be my opinion. I need one banana. Come on. Really? Really? I can tank that though. I can't tank that. Okay. Whatever. That's what I get for not using hotkeys for spikes. What a shame. Oh jeez. But I think Zig shouted out my first video out, right? And it blew up. But none of those people have really stayed. And I know Zig shouted Candy Skill out as well. I think Zig gave Candy Skill... Sure, we can 1v1 a bit though. But I think Zig gave Candy Skill a shout out. And he had like one bump on the views of that video. Like saying thank you Zig for the shout out. And now his views are back where they were before that. Which is kind of down in the shit. But Candy Skill did try to capitalize, right? He like uploaded daily. And, well, I wouldn't say he really made that great content. I know Candy Skill, I think we're kind of friends, but his content isn't really all that great. It's mainly the thumbnails, I'd say. But he didn't actually manage to keep his audience going. Like, he didn't really keep his audience that Zig gave him. And I don't know why. We can 1v1 after this game. Hopefully it doesn't go too late, though. Because I know this game, usually if it goes late on this map, it's just internet battles, if you know what I mean. Which that kind of sucks. I'm gonna go for 262 here, see what that brings me. That actually brings me more bananas. That's nice. True, unless we both get drained this late. I mean, you can't really drain that much on this map, honestly. The only thing I could really think that you could drain with would be Moabs, but you'd have to send so many, it would be just a waste. Except one set of pinks. Can't believe that actually got me to buy. Go, plantation. What's I gotta say? I don't remember. At first, right, because I think you as well, and most people that make Balloons videos, they're all in like the BalloonTuber Discord. And I kind of felt like collabing it there, but I mean, I decided that if I wanted to have an audience, I'd just grow it myself. Since, I don't know. Of course, I could like artificially try and inflate my channel by getting collabs with other people. But ultimately, how many of those viewers will really stay? I'm not sure. I don't think the answer for me would not have been too many. Because at least that's what I saw. That's my experience. Because people would collab, and then they would go back to hating each other. And I figured, oh, I could just hate people anyways. Don't need to collab for that. Let's see. This boat placement, this boat targeting is really bad right now. I should have just kept them close. Yellows? Mr. Hey, mister. Come on. Come on. What the fuck? Come on. Never had that much problem with that. I think I'm going insane. Oh no! Oh no, man! Oh, that's scary. Ooh. Ah. Oh jeez. Spike ones. So I'm gonna go for my destroyer anyways, because I don't really want to die on round 11. It's happened one too many times. And by that I mean it happened once and I'm scared always. No balloons. Greed a little bit. Definitely greed this round out. You need your own views to have them. Correct. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. I also figure, right, if I myself kind of got an audience, like, around me, that if people wanted to collab, they would come to me as well. Like, it wouldn't feel like I'd be selling out in that regard, right? Because I wouldn't be doing it for me. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if I grow my channel and people come to me to collab, it's not like I'm coming towards bigger YouTubers, practically begging them for subscribers, if that makes a bit of sense. He's very brave going for that. I'm just gonna go for the bank. I don't want to go for my BIA yet. There's camelets in there. I don't think he saw them. Yeah, right. Look at them. Oh, cool. Screen lag. My favorite. Get this. I wonder if it's worth cashing out. I don't know. I don't know if facecam was... I don't know. Facecams, right? They have the advantage. Because if I had a facecam, I could probably do, like, funny bits, I guess, if that makes sense, right? It's just a little expression thing. I just don't really like it. Because I don't like to get made fun of, if that makes sense. Plot this boat down. Spike, and then when it comes around, I'm gonna boost. Right now, for instance. Facecam might be worth it if I'm honest. But you'd have to do it from the start. You can't just like not do it and then suddenly do it, because it feels a little bit. I'd say it'd be a little bit weird, since your viewers won't be used to it. You're basically, I don't know. I'm trying to say something, but I honestly have no opinion on this. I'm just not a big fan of face cams. Because there's always people that are going to judge you no matter what kind of way you look. So for me personally, it would be a no. But, I don't know, on channels it might be a yes. I guess if you have a face cam and your channel's growing, your face kind of becomes your brand. Like, viewers would recognize your face, if that makes sense, as you, and they'd be like, oh, I know that guy. That's, you know, name, if that makes sense. And that, it's a little bit more exposure in some way, but is it worth getting made fun of by the entire Battles community? I don't know. In my opinion, it's not. Go for triple BIA, because, I don't know. I can imagine face cams probably help you connect with your viewers, since people will recognize you, and I don't know. Yeah, people will recognize you by your face, and then, because the same way like Zig has the Z, like his Z profile picture, and viewers recognize the Z, and you're like, oh hey, that's Zigzag, right? In the same way, you could use your face as, oh hey, that's, oh look at that, it's Murph BTD. If that makes sense. But, I don't know. It's gonna be a long time before I use facecam. I have a webcam somewhere. Oh, it's down there. I could turn it on. However, let's be completely honest. Every time somebody has shown their face in this community, they've been made fun of. Without failure. So, like, without fail, every single person that has done a face reveal has been made fun of in some kind of way. And I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I'm curious though. If you're not gonna do face cams, right? I wonder how those VTuber things actually work. Because technically it is a face. It's just not your face, but it's still kind of like human interaction. Weird. Weird to think about. Because that's kind of a new thing. So, I'm not sure. They probably simp over the models as well, though. Let's be honest. He's gotten his big one already, so I don't need to force it out. Explosion. I don't think my viewers came from my gameplay, to be honest. I did a lot of connecting with viewers and chatting on and off stream. My girlfriend as well joined along the journey and did some streams together. Well, in that case, people came for you, right? And if people come for your personality, I think a face cam would probably be really good, since, you know, face reveals and stuff like that, they kind of blow up. So if people fully come just for you and your personality, not your gameplay, I think a face cam is probably a pretty good idea. You know, if like a Lucian, for instance, used a face cam, I think most people would really like that, because people come for a Lucian's personality. Like, no offense, but he's not that great at the game. I mean, neither am I. But people would, in that sense, probably connect to a face cam very well. However, someone like Ryan Mahalik, for instance, people come for his gameplay, and I don't know, a facecam there, I don't think it makes a really big difference. I mean, because people come for the gameplay anyways, so the facecam might actually turn them away. Facecam would be amazing for looking. Totally. I totally think so. Betty's hot. And looking is probably really attractive. That's why he doesn't want to show his face, because he doesn't want to destroy the competition. I can't place these farms right now. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'd like how I tried to press escape like I paused the game like I'm playing BTD6. You gotta be kidding me. Why am I cutting it so close? What's wrong with me? Oh my god, I love boat mortar. It's so fun. It's always this. I had to rush the boat placement though, but I can fit more boats in here. I know I can. Go for another farm. Should probably use the ability. Boost. Get money quicker for my farms. Actually not paying attention to this chat right now, because I want to win this. So just keep using the mortar ability. I think it's probably smart, building farms while he was rushing, as counterproductive as that might sound. Oops. Because we need that money. Let's see. I'm gonna all out now, since he's doing the same. Probably the smart decision. Boost early. Just hope we don't lag out. Set some more. Micro. If we just keep stunning, could win this still. Because all his farms are gone, so I'm willing to bet he spent most of his money on actually all-outing. And I believe I still have a farm somewhere up there. So as long as I keep microing. Oops. Although I might need to sell that farm soon. That's the farmer. It's risky. Oh, I would kill to have my boost right now. Dead. Yep. Shame. Choke my micro. If I had another booster, would have been better. I wasted my boost. What a shame. Okay. Let's do that 1v1 now. Let's see. Just be boring. Let's just go to offside. Like, I don't know. That's what people usually do, right? I guess they go to Dreadballoon as well, but Dreadballoon is way too long. I'm not wasting 15 minutes of my life on Dreadballoon. Let's see, that, balloon boost. Right. And now I wait. Okay, that's fair. Just keep doing BFB Colleseum. Probably waited too long, honestly, because that boat mortar game was very long, so it's partially my fault as well. So, no shame. It would be ridiculous if I got upset when I wasted so much time going late game, just to lose as well. Like, I didn't even win that game. Afghanistan. Oh, Lord. Ah, never mind, I know exactly what that is. Thank you. I think I could have a good rest of the stream. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna go for. Maybe like an hour. I'd like to go over 3 hours though, like total. I just think that's a very nice amount. Ah, Hydro Dam. I got this shitty site as well. Sure. Excuse me. I feel like I'm not gonna win this. Like, there's I have a very good feeling. I can just copy what he does, though. Oh, whoops. And I already messed up. Oh god. Dude, I don't know. I hope this is not actually AFG. Find it unlikely, but I'll figure it out at the end of the game for sure, though. Thank you. 200 subs. I wasn't expecting to get it today, actually. Well, I guess I was kind of expecting, because I was at 199. I did get 200 already, and then somebody unsubscribed. And I'm fairly certain I know exactly who it is. It's probably Alka, because the stream hasn't gotten disliked yet, which means he probably unsubscribed. So he doesn't get notifications anymore. But I'm quite happy about 200 subs. It's slow progress, but progress is progress, I guess. And I still don't really care much about growth, so, you know, whatever. I've got all the time in the world to blow up, because I graduated, so just need patience. And good content, which I am not the supplier of. I'm the supplier of good content, not the supplier of freaking content. Get that plantation upgrade. My water is almost up. Running out of fluids. I think, yeah, I want to go for... I already have faster shooting. Oh, I want to go for second Buccaneer, because that's what he's doing. I'm just stealing everything he does. Probably targeted better as well. There's a lot of things he probably did better than I did. I don't know what I'm expecting. I mean, if it's motherfucking AFG, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Might as well just eat shit and die right now. Probably oversent there as well, because I'm so good. I got a tower boost that though. That's something. Oh god, Boomer as well. Nah, I'm dead. I'm so dead. expected him to, you know, he bloom boosted, right? So I expected him to, well, I guess there's white balloons, but this defense, right? Yeah. Then, yeah, balloon trap. And then we die on round 13. Oh god! Nah, I wouldn't have done that anyways. Should have countered. Maybe that would have done anything. Don't think so though, because he got boost. What I was expecting. Not a lot. Dude, I'm going so negative today. I don't think I've won like 4 games. Ha, sucked. Oh god. It's your boy from Denmark. Oh god. When was the last time I talked to you, Mr. Lordix? Also, hi Ian. No, Money's Discord is fun, maybe, I don't know. When was the last time I talked to Lordix? I don't remember. Must have been like at least a couple weeks, maybe like a month or so. It's probably way more than I think it is. You know what I'm gonna go? Fuck it. What could possibly go wrong? Except everything. That's good to know. I'm feeling pretty good. I fucking graduated, and as a reward, the temperatures here have been melting. Oh, you don't need to rewatch my perspective. I did not play well, so that's easy. I played poorly, and that's why I lost. So there's your analysis of my perspective. Also, I blocked you for jokes, but I forgot to unblock, so I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Once I get that eco boost. Yep. Friends. Blocked. You're the only person right now. Let's see. There we go. Unblock. It's because sometimes you're just very draining to talk to. Mainly when you start talking about money. That's it. You're unblocked now, though, so don't worry. So you need to scroll up a little bit. Wall rip. Yeah, I think the reason I mainly lost is, first of all, I don't think Angie's that good on the map. At least not when I play it. I know that for sure. I boosted as well, right? Like around 10. I think I boosted around round 10 or like round 9 or something. That's probably fucked me over as well. But that sucked. I don't think I had a chance anyways, because you had the better boomer side. Like, I brought Inji thinking I could drain, but if you have boomer, I mean, how the fuck am I supposed to drain? At least not until, like, well into Moab rounds. I don't like that balloon boost, I don't see much value in that. Gonna leak, yeah, but not a lot, because Barb Dart's buff. Let's see, I think I'm gonna stop around here, though. How's Kevin? I don't know how Kevin is. Kevin probably still works on his bot and stuff like that, right? But I haven't spoken to him in a long time, because he kind of pissed me off once. So I'm not paying attention, so now we're at 40 lives. If he sends yellows, I'll boost. I don't think I have much choice there. For your actor. Just keep you going. Some people piss me off. The only time, I don't know, I guess the way I treat it, right? Everybody is on equal ground for the most part, but I don't know. I don't remember if Lodix did. I forget quickly as well, right? But certain people just do too much, right? Because I think Kevin, for instance, I asked him to help me out with some fucking guy harassing me in Call Discord, and he didn't really do much, even though he's like admin. So that kind of pissed me off, because he said, oh, I can't do anything. But, I mean, that kind of pisses me off. But, I mean, I don't have really that harsh feelings. He's not blocked or anything. I just don't really want to talk to him. Let me think. Sometimes when I talk to you, Mr. Zig, fuck, coach on people. I get the feeling that you're just kind of cocky. That annoys me. I can't take that. But like, the fucking like an hour later, I'm just like, wow, that's nonsense. You're not blocked, Zig. I unblocked you. Ah, let me think. See? He admits it, so it's true. I can't stand that, honestly. Cockiness, right? Like, it's probably like, okay, it's probably like, I guess trying to flex, if that makes sense. And honestly, if I were in your shoes, right? If I made like a fuck ton of money from fucking balloons videos, I'd probably do the same. But it's just kind of, I can't take that. I can't take it too well. I don't like it. Rubs me the wrong way. See, an Elka can just eat shit. I'm not elaborating on that. Yeah, but for the most part. I'm mainly just indifferent to most people. It's like, whatever, you know? Wonder if ballistic missile is worth it versus does extra damage to ceramic amount class. I feel like it's only like 5 damage. Also, I think the pierce is non-existent. I'm gonna spam some subs though. Ninja. I outlast. I don't want to die to a Moab. Could CSP play once? I don't know what that means. I'm trying my best though. Let's see. True. I must say, I'm not a big fan of the balloons community. 8 got hacker pulled. Hasn't Lerno also been going around hacker pulling people? I mean, when does he not, right? Counter-Strike. God. I don't like Counter-Strike. I hate it, in fact. It's not the shooting, right? I don't really mind the shooting, because I've got good aim. I know that on my part. I don't like the movement. That's what bothers me. The fact that you have to stand completely fucking still to get an accurate shot, I don't like that. It makes it feel very clunky. I come from, right, Team Fortress 2. Yeah, pretty much from Team Fortress 2, where it's pure DM. So it's basically all aim and movement. And if you have to do both at once in Team Fortress 2, it's fun, it's smooth. But in Counter-Strike, it's not really quote-unquote DMing, deathmatching, dueling. You just have to stand still and take a shot, and then hope your opponent doesn't shoot first. I don't think it's very fun. At least I never got used to it. Whenever I play Counter-Strike, CSGO, like the newest version, I guess, I usually just play it with like the Mag 7, because that has no inaccuracies, I believe. So it means that I can just run around with the Mag 7 jump shooting people, and that was pretty entertaining. But other than that, it's not for me. Maybe if I grew up with like CSGO, right? Like it was like one of the first shooters I played, I would have probably liked it more. But it's not, it's Team Fortress 2, and Team Fortress 2 is more fun. I think if you go onto Maycom's channel, we had a Team Fortress 2 stream. Like a year ago or so. And the irony there is that I pretty much played only Engineer. build sentry guns. It's like the least movement intensive class, but it's still pretty entertaining. I don't know who Michael S is. Let me just dig deep. And I still don't know. Is that like a CS YouTuber or something? Because then it would make sense if you play CS a lot. I know Kenny S though. I know the CSGO comp scene, because some of my friends are into it. I just don't like the game myself. I used to play a lot of Team Fortress 2, but now it's overrun by hackers. Like bots and stuff, so I play Paladins. Which, it sucks, but it's kind of fun, I guess. Top 100 world. We don't talk about that. That's not my proudest achievement. So I can't believe it's round 24 and we've got 3k eco. I don't know what this guy is doing. I'm curious if he thinks he can outlast. I don't think he knows I have Super Monkey. He probably thinks I have like Ninja or Glue or something for like double stall. But I don't. However, I do know I should probably not go for a temple. Instead, just spam Sun Gods. It's not as efficient, I think. But it's probably safer. Because the temple isn't actually that strong. Because the only... Well, we do have 2 sacrifices. We've got Miscellaneous and Ice. But the Ice sacrifice doesn't do a lot. It's mainly the Bomb sacrifice that does extra mob damage. So... I don't know. Yeah, no, I generally don't know. No clue. What's better? Let's see, 4k eco. I just need to get as much eco as possible. Because if he sends a ZMG, he can just first strike it. So there's no real... There's nothing really scary that I have to worry about. The AI is probably the most troublesome. Let's see. I think this is a pretty good spot. I don't think he'll like that. He probably. I can't imagine that's fun. Just seeing somebody drop a Sun God. Because now, what is he gonna do? He's kind of screwed, because I can just stall for strike. Pretty much anything. Put this strong actually, hold on. There we go. Michael S. I don't know who that is. No, I've genuinely no clue. So I'll have to either refresh my memory or I don't know. Help me remember. I don't know who that is though. Michael S. Name does sound familiar. Vaguely though. Oh, the grinder, yeah! Yeah, now I remember. It's not that good at grinding, because you just kind of use Glowstorm and he pisses his pants. I can't imagine him having a hobby though. If he grinds, how can he have a hobby playing CS? I thought it was only grinding. 6 shade. Shove this down here, get the camera detection. Also good at T0. No, I've never actually seen him play. Well, I probably have seen him play or whatever, but not like T0. In like an actual environment, like not grinding. Because grinding is different. So I'm just gonna spam Sun Gods. And at the end here I'm gonna get Ice Shards. I could almost go for Temple. I'm gonna think about it. So he grinded CSGO. Did he actually gain anything from it? Like, is he, I don't know, semi-pro or whatever? Or did he just grind it for fun? Because I imagine if you're gonna like grind a game like CSGO, you probably want to get something out of it. Because, I don't know, it might suck the fun out of it. Fun, I think. Oh, well. Guess I was wrong. Maybe, I mean, as long as he enjoys it, it's whatever, I guess. I know I grinded Paladins for a while, but there's really no point, and it wasn't very fun, so I just stopped doing it. Wonder if... yeah, that's curious. CSGO has a lot of money to be earned. 7k precisely, that's what you like to see, that's so hot. Excuse me. My voice is going. Wonder what the better temple spot is. Here? No, it's gonna go around, it's gonna suck. Same with here though, because it's gonna shoot like there. That's probably not worth it. What if I put it here? It's gonna fire like that, actually probably good. Or top here, no. I think dropping a temple here, if I want to, wouldn't be too bad. Just for fun. So get this. Don't know if the tech tower is enough. Couple viral frosts. Oh yeah, great gaming. Can I sell for temple? Oh my lord, I can. Oh, here we go. Yes. Uh-oh. Even if he loses, I think this is worth it, because the temple is so funny. But the fucking DPS on this thing sucks. Hold on, this is a lot worse than I imagined. I have not enough eco to actually micro the first strike. Get this. Winnable. Again, this is a loss I'm willing to take, because we got a fucking temple. Come on. I mean... Come on, it's a temple. It's so shit. The ice shards are doing work, though. Well. As much as possible, at least. Okay, now we boost and then we die. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I did this. This was such a bad idea. Oh god. And there's actually full-blown proof that the temple sucks. That was so not worth it, but it was kind of funny, so I think it might have been a... It was worth it to me, but it's not worth it for my battalion count. That's what I got for playing for 2 hours. I start making these stupid decisions. I was so focused on if I could that I didn't stop thinking if I should. That was so shit. That was so dumb. Uh-oh. Oh god. What the fuck? Very threatening aura this guy has. Afghanistan DFA. There's something entertaining about that name, I don't know. I assume he's going to go DFA on this map as well, because it's a DFA map, isn't it? Ah, fucking hell. Gotta go boat NG, because why not? There's no point in me playing DFA, I'm gonna get clapped anyways. Dude, imagine oh god, I read that as cum. I can't say that though. CRN, oh man. Well, whatever. I think you start with the engineer here, don't you? Yeah, DFA, okay. Surprise, surprise. Fully we had XXL trap. Dude, I can't wait for the sex trap. try and force that trip dart. 9-inch nails, sure. This map is so long. I hate it. I really do. Why is he not putting his dart on last? Does he really want to not lick that bad? It's a little bit sus. I think, at least on this map, you can NG start. That's what I see most people do. That's at least what Hassan did when we played, as well as I think Foxito did that as well. So I figured they're better than me, so I'd do the same. Because, I mean, you can use it as like a discount spot. One spike and just get sentry guns. Because why not? Move it to first. So you get 2 sentry guns. It's fine. Yeah, 2 sentries. Also, there's anti-stalls. And if you like put the boat in the good spot, which is then here. No anti-stall. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but I imagine it would at least make a little bit of a difference. So I don't think that's gonna do much. The whole green rush. Okay, that's doing a bit more than I expected. Oh lord. Oh man. Everything's falling apart. Ugh. Okay, his farms kinda suck. I got the high life count too. Am I boosting this? Yes, because he's sending a fuck ton. And I'm not gonna boost him yellows. Got 1 spike to clutch the lead. 720, 840, well, like 1500. So it's 2.3k. Right. Let's see. Really? It fucking spawned off the map. That was clutch. Expecting him in a lot, actually. I'm gonna get this far. 6 lives. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everything is fine. I don't like how this balloon trap looks like. Why am I doing that? That's stupid. The balloon trap looks like it's not even on the fucking track. So I'm not dead well out. I got my boost. Dude, everything is going to shit so quick. Let's see. Guess I'll boost. I need to do something. Yeah, cool. I think I should have gone for that farm actually. That's 1900 bucks that I could have put on defense. I'm gonna have to use my last boost around 18 for the Moab because I have no money. Unless I want to sell a farm. I wonder if it's worth selling a farm. Contemplating it. Bank. I don't really care for the bank play if I'm honest. I know people do it because they're like, oh yeah, it's really good, but in practice it's weird. I can win this. This is winnable. If I set another, he's gonna first cash out, right? And then he'll actually be down in farms. Maybe. I'm really not sure about that. But I think this is the good decision. Now he could afford a fan club, that sucks. Yo, the camera detection. This fucking stinks. There's nothing I can do here. Ugh. It's what I get for playing strats I don't know anything about. Should I go for a bank as well? Try and mirror the bank play. Probably keep my cursor on the balloon trap as well, that might help. What if I go for a BIA? No, I think I should just farm. For a second trap. Just around 22, just to be safe. Hello, Mr. AFG. Thank you for showing up to my live stream. Today we will talk about how your clan members really stink poo-poo. That's like 3 jugs, so I can't give a layer. Here's proof I'm T1. Look at this. I don't know who Tim is. Tilted? I don't think Tilted goes for the bank. Because I've never seen Tilted do the bank play. PIA right now, you won't. If there's one thing that is a bad choice, it's that. Look at him. What am I supposed to fucking do? He's got 4 jugs. Well, 3 jugs in a spot. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I can't send a Moab because he's got BIA and he can cash that out any time to get a fan club. I can't layer because he's got 3 juggernauts, and I can't outlast because I have both Angie. I can die. I could lose. Probably get camera detection, that might help a little bit. 124 fuck. I think it's not that bad. Open is not T3. Open fucking sucks. He's not good. Curious, you're a DFA player, yet you only use Dart. This might be bad, actually. No, because they loop around, so it's fine. Now what? Anybody got any advice? Probably collect the balloon traps, that's a good idea, isn't it? There's nothing I can do here, is there? No, aircraft lag was not fixed. It's actually worse now. And if it's fixed, I sure as hell haven't noticed. I've lagged out with aircraft before. Perfectly fine connection. Less darts get shot, but you can still put enough fucking aircraft carriers down that you lag out the game, right? You can even do it on Riverside, because you can fit a lot of boats in there. You can fit a row of 4, even though people always fit a row of 3. Yeah, that's exactly what the change is, but you can still get enough fucking aircraft carriers to just lag the game out. Just because they made it less darts doesn't mean you can't just get more projectiles anyways. Anyways, guess who's lost? Must say, they catch up farms again. That's kind of funny. Oh, he's all outing. Oh no, he's not. He just sold his bag. I almost fucking died to AI. Also, this sucks. I sent him too spaced, so can't actually do anything. Yeah, died to AI. Whatever, doesn't matter. Is he grinding? I wanna check, because at least I can claim a stall and then. Ah, no, he's not even grinding. What a waste of time. I did lag out. I don't know. Maybe you didn't lag out. I don't know. NK servers work in mysterious ways, so. But at least I think there's still lag. Because I know for a fact that I did lag out. So. I don't think it's fixed. At least it's not fixed, right? Like, it might not lag as bad anymore. But it still very much lags. Maybe you just need more boats. I did boost, though. I don't know if you, when you tested it, you boosted. That might make just enough of a difference. Unsure, though. But no, I don't think it was fixed. I don't know. Oh boy. This is me when I don't get matched. Whatever, I'm getting I'm getting sick of this. I'm getting sick of streaming. Oh, this guy again. Played this guy. I'm not sure if it was the first game of the stream, but it was definitely the first game today for me. Just take a quick peek. Yeah, no, first game of the stream. Inkplot. That was him. For some reason I remembered that, but I can't remember anything else. Ooh, temple time. Nah, we don't do that. Should I go over the very, very old meta on this map? I might. Because I think that was this, and you just like offensive pushed ceramics. It was dumb. I think I will. I don't know why. Gotta make the game fun for yourself, right? So. Because I know the strat sucks. Like, of course it does. Hey. It's the old strat. It's the old, God. I think Daryl Koth people use this, and that's how old the strategy is. Very, very, very old. I wonder if this is good enough to defend the first round. It's probably not. Yo. Oh god, that name. Is there an E anywhere? No, so just, La. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the whole thing. Just say Alapan. Is that fine? That's probably fine. What a name, though. What a name. You don't gotta read it. I tried. If I really felt like it, I'd scream it, but I don't think the audio settings are gonna enjoy that, so let's not. Well, I haven't seen you rank. It's for first time viewer, I believe. Because most of the people that watch it, yeah, true fact. See. Because most people that tune into the stream know me, or they know me through Discord, so I only know them as well. So when there's somebody that I don't know, it's pretty obvious. I don't think it's worth going for barbed darts. Actually, yes, I think it is. What if I put it on strong? Well, no, the darts aren't seeking. They kind of are, but they're not really. Or maybe that's only in BT6, I can't remember. I start mixing things up. Like, I tried to pause the game at some point. Even though this is a multiplayer game, you can't do that. It's not BT6, you know. Let's see. And then we're gonna start farming. My opinion on Elka shall not be put into the world, because I don't know that many racial slurs. I'm inviting Elka to the stream. No, don't. He's finally gone, and you're gonna fucking invite him back. He finally unsubscribed. Please don't do that. Like, he unsubscribed a couple days ago, so I didn't get 200 subs. Please, 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 get him out of here. 2TC never missed targeting. I don't know how you find my channel because of that. I never did that. That's not what I did. I did 2 million pops on the sharpshooter and on Sada, and other than that, I really haven't made BTD6 content. Wonder if you could fit 2 farms here, that'd be funny. But please don't invite Alka here. I'll end the stream right away. Actually, no, that would encourage him to join, so I'll stream for 20 more hours. Let's see. Go for the swab marine. Wow. What a good decision. Big rush. If I allowed it, he could just boost. So, shouldn't do that. I'm gonna go for my Republic first, and then think about what else to do. God. If Alka joined, I'll instantly know, because there's gonna be a dislike on the stream. Because he says he doesn't hate me. He hates me. Or at least, I don't think he likes me. I have no opinion on that. So I wonder if there is a 2TC. True. I wonder if there is a 2TC run with never miss targeting. I think there is. Probably like Mad. Like the Moab area to now thing. The Dartling one. Because I think that's pretty much a solo. So you could combine it with pretty much everything. Maybe Sada as well. Sada might work too. You could totally do never miss 2TC, I think about it. Just have to find a good combo. That's interesting. Yeah, that totally is. I should look at the index, but I don't know. Bit of a waste of time. Yo, look at the money flowing in. Actually, I have to make sure I don't die to a Moab. That'd be dumb. Let's see. Is it worth to send a BFB? Yes. In my opinion? Oh, well, now the surprise is gone. Sure, and then we balloon adjust a bit. We do a little adjusting. That took away 140 eco, though. He's got the balloon shittifier, but it's kind of in a bad spot, because I feel like it's not going to be able to reapply glue when it's up there. You know? She's going to have to either pop that layer fast, or pop it slow. If that makes sense. Oh, he tower boosted. that good enough? It's barely good enough though. Could send another. Oh, hold on. That's bad. Oh, I can't fit the sub. Oh, fucking hell. I needed that balloon popping power on the submarine, and I couldn't fit it. Should have pre-placed it. What a shame. Ah, hold on. Let's have a little fun. Let's laugh at my prestige. Oh, that's hilarious, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, jeez. I can't believe there's 356,000 assault mode players above me. And you got all these randos, pretty much. Like, I don't think that guy's that good. That guy's unnecessarily edgy. Let's see, what else do we have? Good advice. Yeah, honestly. Oh man. That's a bit embarrassing. 2.5 hours. I think I'm pretty much finished, if I'm honest. Like... Been going for a while. You know what I might do? I might switch to BTD6 and do the Odyssey. Just to wind down a bit. Really no reason. Other than... Because why not? Let's see. So, let's change the title so we don't clickbait. BTD6. I don't know how you spell Odyssey, so I'm gonna guess. Uh-oh. Like that, maybe? Yeah, like that. It's not like that, is it? Oh, no, it is. God, I'm so smart. God, I'm so smart. Okay, and I believe that I can cleanly transition by changing the source. What is this media source? This mic, audio output capture. Hope it doesn't fuck anything up. What is audio output capture? I don't know. What is this? Get rid of it. Ew. Let's see. Remove. Yup. So I believe that's correct. Mic, beat 6 capture. Music. It's different music, isn't it? Yeah, it's it's lo-fi. Ew. Let's change that as well. Yeah, it's shitty lo-fi mix. What do we have? If you're listening to jazz. No. I'll put the jazz on again. There we go. God, it's so fucking warm. Let's see. Actually, I want to look at the race. Hold on. Let me just... Come on, let me just stream title. I'm curious. I want to know what this race is. Is there a strat already out? I'm gonna take a little peek. Interesting. Because this is a farm race. I don't like this, usually. Let's see if it's a doable run. Bleh. Bleh. Gross. Ew. Whoops. Races with farms aren't very entertaining. But that's just my opinion. Because you have to rely on micro. And I don't have good micro. Because, I mean... It's completely different. So I feel like these are very laggy most of the time. Wait, it's another Spirit of the Forest race. Okay, never mind. This is instantly the best race ever. Okay, let's see. I'm only going for placement. That's it. Placement on the board. For fun. Let's see. I'm also just using a guide, because I can't be fucked figured with that. Everybody does it. Round 4, sell heli when you have 350 gold. Farm, round 39. Jeez. Wait, so only round 4? Doesn't sound very efficient. I guess I should probably anti-stall. Probably doing something wrong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. It's very bland. Oh, hold on. Oh, I get it. Okay. You get that end of round cash. That makes sense. Right? And then... Boomerang. Interesting. Well, I guess it's not really interesting because it's kind of the most generic race ever. But Ricochet. Positive throwing. 4-2-0, sure. And then full send. What a weird race. I don't like these. Like how there's no Psy gameplay either, because Psy does kind of sucks. There we go. Whoops, that's not the heli pilot at all. Yep. Okay, there we go. Am I dead? Oh, whoops. Yeah. This race sucks. It's like 3 towers. Wish you could pirate lord some of the lost balloons. What else do we have? Rocket storms. Weird. Oh boy, big trap. Curious. Wait all this time to move the heli all the way up to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all of a sudden I'm gonna get a lot of money. Once I get a successful attempt, stream is dead. That's for sure. There we go. Come on, please. Go. Think. Let me think. Could probably go for a second farm. More money. Whoops. Oh, that's not good. I need to be faster. It's so much money left over. I'll do this on my own. Right. No more Odyssey. No more race. Stream is kill. Stream is dead.